they want? Okay, let's see. Let's see who they want. Let's see. Let's see who they want.
It's time to see who they want. I'ma kick back and roll me a blunt with the culture. We know it's trending, it's over. I can't respect your feelings. I touch your shoulder, fuck your feelings. We the culture, we know who they want. Who they want, we know who they want. Who they want.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite podcast show, favorite podcast. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, the show formerly known as Who They Want Podcast. Now under this affiliated name, Live with DJ Steady and Company, Live with DJ Steady and Big Juicy Fuss, because we got some stuff to fuss about, some stuff to talk about, and some stuff that I think we need to address. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give it to my lovely fellow Pisces co-host, the lovely queen, Miss Juicy.
Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you. And you still who they want. So we're gonna get the people what they want right here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. But yeah, thanks for having me though. Let's get into it.
Absolutely.
What's going
Exactly.
on?
What you want to put on the table?
Uh,
What we need to talk about? I don't want to talk about Big Dank no more. I don't care nothing about her lift
oh,
situation.
absolutely not.
We ain't gotta go
It's
through that.
over with.
We ain't gotta worry about
What we can
Kanye
start
West and
off
all
with
his
the first day of Pisces season. We in the building. It's our season.
fish
Period.
gang.
The best season out there. It's just what it is. It's good vibes, good
Exactly.
energy, all that good stuff. It's just a perfect time of year. Like over the hump. Well, usually it's over the hump, but with what we got going on in the, you know, overseeing us, the hump is still humping. But yeah, it's just, it's just dope. It's just a dope season. Like we're just dope. Pisces is just what it is.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
Your birthday coming up, my birthday coming up. I can't make plans for shit. Like for the life of me, I cannot make birthday plans.
And usually I am the one that would have been unplanned all of my events by now, which every year I buy at least 4 outfits for 4 different events for my birthday. And this year, again, I've been dealing with some things. So I haven't I'm behind. And my birthday is actually next Friday, the 28th. So all my people, they like, okay, so what we doing? What we doing? Man, we've been found out, you've been sent out the invitations, the flyers, posting the whole countdown, which I do that from
Right.
February 1st and don't miss a day. But I've been missing days with my countdown because I'm not in the mood.
I ain't seen that hair flowing nowhere. I ain't seen no fishnets. We ain't seen nothing pop out. Nothing. No champagne flyers.
But guess what I'm gonna do? I'm still
What
gonna
you
do.
gonna do, girl?
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. But like I said, it's just late. I'm just late to the party this year. Like I said, I had been dealing with some things, and me as a Pisces, we get overwhelmed, and I go inward when I am dealing with things. So that's where I've been, and just trying to figure things out. And that was like last on the list because if I'm not 100%, then I don't really want to deal with people because I don't deal with people when I'm not my whole, myself. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of go inward and try and deal with myself first. So that's why I've been. But I'm coming out. I'm coming out. Definitely coming
All
out.
right. I hope you
And
make
I will be popping out. I'm gonna pop
you
out with
got to.
something. I'm gonna pop out with something. And I'm gonna have you in mind when I do so, okay?
That's what I'm
So when I do that number,
Ooh,
know it's for you. Okay. No, that one right there,
I'm
that's for
digging
you.
it. I love it, man. It's definitely gonna give me some inspiration because I'll make plans and cancel plans as soon as I make them. I went from I wanted to go to karaoke bar to I just want to go do hibachi to I think I'm just gonna sit in the house.
Right.
Just- Like,
Listen.
I don't know. I'm weird right now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm trying to I don't know. It's definitely different for me because everybody knows. Like my birthday, I don't play about my birthday. That's the only day I can call mine, so nobody's gonna mess it up for me. And I made that promise to myself a long time ago in my 20s. So, like, nobody's gonna make this only I can call mine. So I'm in charge of the planning, and I make it happen for me. And everything I want to do, I do it for me. So
I'm digging.
if it has to be late, I'm still gonna do it for me. I just want to be 100% when I do it for me so that I can enjoy it to the fullest. That's all.
And that's what I'm about. It's birthdays are like for us national treasures. Like it's a holiday for us.
Absolutely.
Like we gonna go out with the champagnes, pop our champagne. We gonna show out. You know what
Ooh,
I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's all love. Shout out to our fellow Pisces out
absolutely.
there ready to turn up.
All the
You dig?
Pisceans
So
out there. But
you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? You know.
so let's
So
get
what you want to
into
talk
these.
about today?
Let's
What's
okay,
on your
so I want to know from a male perspective, how do you feel about like how important is it to you like living up to people's expectations? Like where do that fall on the spectrum for you?
like? I like the way you say that. Like living up to people's expectation, it becomes a hassle because it throws you off your own course. I feel like sometimes we put our own goals behind us to try to compete with somebody else's
Mhm,
goal and expectation. You lose sight of what you really want in life. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? Because sometimes you deal with people that want you to live, they want to live vicariously through
mhm,
you. So they set up, this is the best college for you, this is the best job for you, this is the best wardrobe set. And then, you kind of lose a sense of identity, which I have dealt with that before, you know, on top of being a person with a disability and then trying to, find a way to live up to certain expectations just within my own
mhm.
rights. And then, like, I hate disappointments. I hate when I set myself out for something and then I get
Okay.
disappointed and my world is completely.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So when you say, okay, the example you just gave as far as college and things, are you saying expectations that maybe have been set by like parents? Like your parents and things?
Well, for me, my mom and grandma always instilled in me like I can be whatever I
Okay.
want to be in life.
Mhm.
Saying, but I think for me, mentally, I had that I want to be like Mike
Okay.
mentality because I grew up, idolizing my uncles, idolizing my big brother, and those type of things. And then you get around my peers, and you be like, man, I watched, a lot of my high school buddies play football, and I almost had a chance to really go far. And some things like sometimes things happen that just don't go that
Mhm.
way, which is why I say when sometimes you gotta realize for them, they were just trying to live up to an expectation that somebody wanted them to be that.
But it
But
wasn't really what they want.
what do you want to be? Absolutely. Like, what do
Okay.
we ultimately want to be for ourselves? Like, what do Stedman really want to be for himself? Is become a question. I feel like I've been asking that lately.
Okay.
We talking about birthdays and celebrations and getting older. And I go, okay, the biggest thing I feel like I've done so far is move to a whole nother
Mhm.
state to find me, to create my own narrative, my own story, and not just be, stuck stagnant in that one area just because this is as far as you saw the vision go.
Okay. And in that, would you say that you were seeking like validation as well?
Yeah, I can say I definitely struggle with validations of, trying to build the right friend group, of trying to be
Mhm.
accepted, and when you when you don't really like be completely honest with people, it can kind of compromise what they got set up going for themselves because they're going by what you may have already told them prior hand, and then when they get around you physically, it might be like, well, you told me one thing, but your actions are proving
Mhm.
another, and then I'm on it in my head because as a Pisces, you go like, I live 70% fantasy. So whatever I say I'm gonna do, my mind tell me I
Right.
can do it, you know. But the reality and the physicality be like, okay, maybe I might not have could have did it in that fashion that I said I was putting it out there as.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the way that I look at expect I'm trying to think back when I got rid of living for others expectations. Um and validation. I think I was more so maybe I could think as far back as maybe like 9. I was working at Lane Bryant, 19, which I've always been a a juicy chick, right? So I was the juicy friend, the
Right.
juicy sister, juicy cheerleader, that was me. So it was like, um, but I was a dancer, I'm from the South, I'm from Georgia. So, we was shaking what our mama gave us, you know what I'm saying? So this is what we was doing. So I was doing the things that people like probably didn't think that a juicy chick should have been doing on that floor. So, I was exceeding expectations anyway, early on. So, I guess, see, I've never been a competitive type chick. I've always been in my own lane. So I've never had the mentality of competition. So I've always had an issue with the mindset of competition or a competitor when it comes to people competing. So
Right.
always been like a team player type. We're building a team. So if we friends, then I got you. You should have me. That type of thing. Opposed to so like even having roommates and my boyfriend, like when he bring me something to eat, boo, can you bring, it wasn't just about me. I'm making sure my girls got something. You know what I'm saying? Like that's always been me. It's never just been about myself. Um, so validation with me creating my own lane early and I guess having the confidence to walk in it. I can't remember why I actually seek validation from others. I just always did me. And just to confirm that for myself, my godmother, rest her soul now, she was my childhood best friend. Her mom, she used to always that's the only place I can go to, like go in the other house I can go to and spend a night or my mom, she was extremely strict. So we couldn't spend a night out and do things like that. So I was raised up in a Kojic household. So it was none of that going on, right? So she would catch
Right.
me, like she loved to play music and stuff, and she was a Scorpio. So we had that in common. I love music, I'm Pisces. So and she'll be cleaning up and playing music, and I'm wherever I'm at, but I'm dancing. I'm always in the mirror dancing. She knew I was a dancer. She knew that's what I was doing. So so she'll just sit back and she knew I was somewhere dancing. So she'll look for me to be somewhere hiding, dancing. And she said she should just sit and watch me. And she was like, I just always was in my own world, my own love. Like I accepted who I was and I was okay with being who I was, in front of whomever, like, and walk proudly in it. And, as a child, you don't know because you're not thinking that in the moment. You know what I'm saying? So then it take an adult later to tell you this. And she was like, you've always been this person. You're just grown now. So you're able to see it and actually put words. But this has always been you. You was this as a little girl, like dancing in the mirror over there. Like she was like, didn't have a care in the world, didn't care what nobody thought. Hitting your splits, flipping, doing all this stuff. Like you never allowed things to hold you back. And to see what I was doing now, she was just like, oh my God, like just to see you blossom into the woman that you are today. I knew she already knew or had an idea what I would have to bring to the world later. So I'm just grateful for that. Like, because people put you in a box. People put you in a box and have you somewhere stuck thinking you can't because you're not like the typical or the average, the average people. No, I made up my mind back then. Listen, if you don't like it, you don't have to look, and you don't have to dress me. Any of these things. I'm not gonna live in a box for you guys and be uncomfortable and somewhere sad and
Right.
depressed and things, and y'all going on with y'all life all because y'all think I'm not up to part. Absolutely not.
Ex-
And then
Right. Like
I
me and my
had to get in the
friends.
mindset like, look, I'm not gonna be for everybody, but I have to be okay with that. And I was okay with it because I don't like you either. And it was,
Absolutely. 'Cause
huh?
I was saying, like, me and my friends had this conversation, like, who wrote this manual, right? Who put a manual out there in this world that says, you are required to become this
Mhm,
person as you becoming an you know what I'm saying? Like, where is this
mhm,
manuscript that just says, as a man, you're not allowed to show your
right.
feminine side. Like, you're not allowed to show an ounce of weakness. Like, where is this constructed
What?
in the world? I just feel like it comes with, whatever generation you're born in, the Gen X's, millennials, Gen Z, or so forth and
Mhm,
so forth. I feel like everybody built up just within their eras.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Everybody come from a certain hard, steel driven era versus that cool, laid back type of era. And then some just come from that era where it's just technology just done took over.
right. Yeah, and then it's just a thing where, and then once I realized I've always been a person that feel things. Didn't know, back then I'm just like, ugh, I just get overwhelmed, like feeling like I could feel when the chick next to me that she may be sad or she may, of course didn't know what an empath was back then. So I would just always be like, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I want to give her a hug, that type of thing. I was that friend. So like, I just want to give her a hug. So then later finding out, empath, very intuitive. So being that type of person, like, and feeling things, I found out that a early on, I knew it was personal insecurities anyway, that people try and project on others. So it's their own personal insecurities that they're trying to project on others. So opposed to complimenting, you're gonna try and tear down because you already
Right.
feel bad about something about yourself anyway. So then you're gonna try and make the other person feel bad. So then, my mouth get reckless anyway. College Park, went to, what I'm saying, my group of friends from back then, like we all to this day, we still hang out. We are extremely close. We have a group chat going on. We still Joan to this day. So I got that on lock. So I know how to bite back. You know what I'm saying? So like Joan in, try it if you want to. I got some, to come back. So I had that too. So you can try it if you want to. I'm gonna come back with something. So I just feel like you have to get tough skin because kids gonna be kids. I don't care what size, what you look like. They're gonna make something about you wrong. They're gonna think your hair too nappy. They're gonna the color of your skin too dark or too light, or your feet flicked, or you got a short arm,
Something.
like whatever.
They nitpick about
You
bright.
got big
They
ears,
find
your
the
your, your
tiniest.
teeth big, you're missing a tooth. Like they just gonna make whatever and just blow it up to make the class laugh. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you have to instill, where you love everything about you and your kids early. And that there will be changes. And you either can make the change or learn to deal with it and love it and make it work for you.
Mm, I like the way you put that in perspective. All right. That's that talk. That talk gets
Do
depressing and
it.
sad because you don't really know how far. I don't know, child. It's cool. I get it.
You don't get
But to our audience out there, like, I ain't trying to hear that stuff, man. What's the who they want? Where's the energy? Where's the sass?
well,
I'm sure we can pull something
every
out of the
night they
crazy.
ain't gonna get the same thing. We gotta deal with reality too.
Exactly, like you said, it's just been something about I don't know if it's been the weather lately or just the way the moon, for us we go with the astrology, the alignment of the moon. But I feel like lately it's just been
It
feeling
definitely
off.
has.
Like
It
it's just
has
been
now. I think we
it's been
we
like
we
this
definitely
emotion.
had to sit in our stuff and deal with ourselves. I think it's more of a inward thing. Like everyone should be sitting in yourself and dealing with yourself. So I do think that it's important
Mm,
that we speak on topics that make you look inward. Because we have so much going
right.
on, all this stuff outside
It's too
and
much.
and social media and all this fake foolery on TV. But yeah, to deal
Right. That's why I wanted to dedicate to just getting down to the
mhm,
nitty gritty, ripping that band-aid off and letting people know like it's okay to not be
absolutely.
okay again. Like,
And what do we do?
we get too
What do we do to recover when we're not?
oh, right? Like, what do we do? A lot of us choose have our set vices. We have our things that we do to distract ourselves. Like for me, music is gonna be my biggest distraction. If I don't want to deal with the situation, it's block off, cut the radio on,
But
and
if we're
that's it.
distracting, are we helping it? We're only distracting.
Mm,
We're only
right?
distracting,
Because
meaning it still can resurface once the music goes
indeed it
off.
can. Yeah, I swear. Like I stay like because people could depict like if you know me, you could
Mhm.
always kind of depict my moves by my way I'm gonna play certain
Uh-huh.
music.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
like this weekend, I can be publicly honest. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, this past weekend has just been like them sad love songs type of
Mhm.
mood. Like oh getting over Lovers Day and all this, and then I'm thinking about okay, you start to really get a sense of reality. Like, damn, I'm alone. Like, I'm alone, but in a good way of being alone. But sometimes that loneliness starts to
Yeah.
overpower you, and it's like I gotta do
Yeah.
something to get out of this bubble.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody desire companionship, you know. I mean, because we're not designed to be alone. Um, so we all crave it, even if it's just for a moment. We crave it though. So that's
Exactly.
human.
Okay, swing it by for an hour. You ain't gotta stay long. Like an hour. Toast it up a little bit.
Hmm.
You know, I can cook a little something. We can go get a little something. Just chill. Just
You
enjoy the
keep
moment. I
talking
think
about
that's
cooking.
what
You
I'm
were talking
dealing
about
with.
cooking last week. So you just be cooking, huh?
They don't call me the crock pot king for nothing.
What you cook
I
for
can't
Lovers
forget.
Day?
What did I did? I think I had to did some hamburger and rice
Oh,
casserole. Like I did a little casserole, put it in the crock pot with some jasmine rice, some hamburger meat, did my onions, my bell peppers, seasoned that thing to
oh,
the
really? I
T,
never heard of
and
that.
added a can of cream of mushroom and put some cheese in there, and it was really good.
Oh, wow, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that.
I know, right? That's what happened. Like I'm one of them people that grew up as a kid watching Food Network and watching Emerald and Wolfgang Puck and all that.
Right,
So when I get an opportunity to get in that kitchen, I feel like I'm a whole chef on that level, and I just get to throwing stuff together and be like, I wonder how that tastes. Like, how does this taste? How does that taste? And if it don't taste good, then you be like, okay, I ain't got to make that no more. And if it tastes good, that Rolodex of steady specials.
right. Mm, okay. Well, he said it. Okay, you said you're in Florida though, right?
I was at the time in Florida. I'm in Houston, Texas
Oh,
now.
you just be around. Oh, you just
Yeah, I've been going. This is what I'm working on June to make 3 years I've been in
oh,
Texas.
wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm living like that.
Listen, I'm all for it. I'm thinking about
I know
I'm
you
thinking
miss
about
me.
moving myself. My daughter should be graduating. So I'm like, I would love to
Come to Houston,
come to Houston.
H Town. I feel like
It was so hot
Juicy
out
takes
there. I
H
came out there
Town.
last summer for the first time, and it was in June. That place took my breath
Oh,
away. I was like, I mean, literally,
mhm.
in a literal sense. Like we went outside, and I'm like it was terrible.
It snatch your soul like Shang Tsung out there.
Yes.
He
How
do.
long did it take you to get used to that?
Oh, it took me within my first year. I made it through that summer. I think after that first summer, I was
Oh, child,
natural.
I won't be
My body
outside.
became.
Mm-mm. But even in the
I was like, I'm from
house,
Florida. I'm
like
used.
it's too hot. I'll have to visit. I'll have to
Yeah,
visit
I don't know.
again, and I don't know.
Well,
That thing snatched my
yeah,
doggone breath.
I shoot my shot on live. It didn't work. Dream deferred. Move on.
What coming to you? Houston snatched my breath away.
You made that very clear.
Right. I said I'll have to visit one. I'll visit one more time. They're gonna
Why
have to
you
make me a believer when I visit one more time.
While you contemplate that, shout out to Brittany Thomas and my man Chief OYZ in the comments. They showing love as we live going through our debaucheries about why you don't want to come to Houston. It's cool. I mean, my sister been
Thank
telling
you
me something.
guys. Thank you guys.
My sister talking about I should come to Georgia and move to Atlanta. So I don't know.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
what?
I mean, everybody else done came here and moved here, honey. You might as well. Shit, you can't get nowhere.
Wow. Wow. I
Come,
don't know. I still
come
got a
ye,
couple more
come
months. The
all.
lease
Look,
is up.
everybody, come ye, come.
My lease is not up yet, so I've been and I think that's me as an adventurer. Be like, all right, I done got it. I done gave Texas going on 3 years. It was cool. I like it. It's all right. It's got a great nightlife appeal, all those things. But I'm ready to. I gotta take my wings again. I feel like you know how you try to set yourself these goals, and then you realize, why did I set that goal? Like, why would I want to give myself 5 more years and still be stagnant within them 5 years?
But why would you be
I feel like I
stagnant?
gotta go.
So you don't feel that it's growth there?
It's growth. I'm so me, like I'm so in my head about every little thing I want to do that I'll sit there and be like, I just said earlier, like I'll be planning to like I want to go out Friday, and then Friday get here, and I thought you said you was going out. Man, I changed my mind. Something I'll make up some reason why I don't get out. It's more of a me thing.
I don't feel like so. It don't sound like it's Houston. It's you. Oh, I'm sorry. I supposed to whisper.
N-
Oh,
Nah, ain't no whisper. You want to be my therapist today, then be
I'm
my
sorry.
therapist.
She always kicks in. I be trying to push her down. She always peep her head up and that.
But one Pisces, another Pisces, it goes off the radar. I don't know why you try to act like you had a chance not to be that
Right.
person. Like sometimes it takes other Pisces to get a Pisces line. Like, bruh, you got to realize it's you. It ain't just
Right.
what you think.
Absolutely.
I ultimately don't want to be with nobody. Want to be with somebody at the same time as.
And then, period. Speaking of that, so this dating pool today,
Okay.
what do you think? Why do you think? Why do you think it's so scarce? Like, and then,
Because it's unrealistic. Now.
and what do you think causes it? I mean, I know social media, but I'm saying outside of social media.
What causes it is don't nobody want to be real no more.
Hmm.
It's everybody just want that one night of pleasure, and some end up with that lifetime of pain effect. It's just that moment of getting caught up in idolizing the wrong vision on what a relationship's supposed to have been.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It comes from the realm of what we grew up on watching movies, what we watched on TV, what we watched from family
Hmm.
members, and once we got our chance at wanting to be in love, don't nobody want love no more.
Yeah. Or
Everybody, I like to say this now, I'm like, everybody want the idea of wanting to be in a relationship with love. They don't really
now I
want
want
that. They don't. They just want what it.
but they don't want to put in the work.
Absolutely not.
Um, like you said, the idea. They definitely want the idea, but don't want to put in the work. And I feel like it's a microwave era. So
Yes.
microwave era want everything
Crucial.
easy. Again, don't want to put in work. Don't, you've taken dating out. You want everything quick. Like, no, we want to do everything at the house. Okay, no, we can. All that Netflix and chilling thing came about, and that's what they want to do. When at first you couldn't come to the house. We was going out somewhere. No, that wasn't in the question. Like you couldn't come to the house. We were gonna meet up, go somewhere, hang out. You go your way, I go mine at the end, or you dropping me back off, that type of thing. Like that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
That's not a thing anymore. And then they
Right.
look at you, and then guys look at you crazy when you say, I'm old school and this what I require. This what I desire. You know what I'm saying? This what I require. And they don't want that.
Indeed. Nah, because we did a Valentine's special episode, and it was going through those things of like people don't want to have honest
Yeah.
conversations. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to sit down at the table like, look, what are your plans of dating me? What is my plans of
Right.
dating you? Like, don't nobody wanna hash those out. It's just like, oh, you cute, oh, you sexy, or whatever. We're gonna throw all
No,
these
no.
terms out, and didn't nobody work out the condition part. You put the terms, but when the conditions came up, it was all right. I'm out. It was cool. It was a good night. We had a few drinks. We hit it off, and some people think that that's just supposed to be my
Right.
forever. Especially as you get older, you just get tired of that whole this one, that one, this, and then you be like, I just want my couple of forevers with that one that ain't gonna go
Right.
nowhere.
That part. And just having goals, and I mean just plans, of team. You don't hear anything about, the whole building a team, partnership, and what that looks like. Um, it's definitely it's heartbreaking though, because again, how we're designed and we desire, relationships and companionship. But then you have to deal with
Yep,
so much in order to get uh a piece of something, I guess.
indeed. I agree. We got some comments here saying dating is and always will be scandalous because if you single and but you not single when you dating others, it gets messy. Yeah, that whole hiding the thing, like I'm single but I'm really secretly in a relationship, it causes a lot of confusion, a lot of
Mhm.
disruption, and you don't really get what you're
Right.
looking for. And you got to be mindful. A friend of mine had a conversation about like when you date in postures,
Mhm.
right? People that sit down and they soak up everything about you. They soak up what you like, what you
Mhm.
dislike, what makes you happy, what makes you
Right.
sad. And as soon as you get out of a relationship, then they ready to, come in and swoop you off your feet because they done
Mhm.
studied you so much. But then once they get with you, only thing they do is add another knife to where you
Yeah.
already hurt at because they just going by what you felt like in that moment. They didn't really get to know you for real.
Right. Yeah, that's true. And they just, you've given them the blueprint and nobody's doing the homework trying to figure out, trying to learn, because you have to learn people. You have to learn, if you call yourself building a partnership, you have to learn, you have to be eager to learn your partner. And everybody's just so too busy, too
Wish
occupied where they don't have the time or the patience or whatever to sit in and actually do it. And most times it's because
about it.
they just occupied, with so much other stuff.
Right. Another
Mhm.
comment says they want
Mhm.
the attention you've given, but the other person, but not earning their attention. Right. And That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, like I've learned over my years and been in and out of a dating pool. Like, I know I will make a good relationship partner. Like, I know I'll be a good husband or whatever. I just know. It's like, well, stay how you gonna say all that, but you're single not. Like, I know the qualities that I
Absolutely.
have. There's somebody out there for me,
Mhm.
but you gotta put yourself out there. And I just sometimes you reach that point of what they say, you maximize your quota and be like, right now I'm kind of like I need time to decompress from all this.
Yeah.
I done had enough. I was chilling with this one, and then find out that you get tired of hearing the, oh, you cool and all, but you just a friend cool, or you like a brother cool, and that shit just get to the point where you just like, you know what, that's it, I can't try no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah. And we definitely get to a place where you just like, you know what? I'm not even looking, you know, it'd be a thing where people like, man, I know you in a relationship. I know you. How you know? Or it's a thing
Right,
where
the
you just like,
assumption
no,
thing.
but it's by choice. I could be, but I could be. But, I just happen to require a little bit more than, some are willing to give these days. And I'm not willing to settle. Like I've been there. And I don't want that. Which I've been, married before, for, my kids about 14 years. Like, so, mm-mm. Um,
And time is something you can't get
huh?
back. And time is something you
Cannot.
can't get back after 14 years. You
You
can't get that
cannot.
time back, you know what I'm saying? You can still be juicy on the block, but you ain't that same you from 14 years
Exactly.
ago.
And that's the thing. Like you said not too long ago, you know what you bring to the table. You know who you are. So only we know who we are and what we bring, what we possess. So I know what I have to offer. You know what I'm saying? A relationship. I have an idea of what my partner will receive from me. Because I'm gonna be the one giving it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I definitely have to be cautious as to who I give it to. And not willing to just give it to anybody, just to say that's what it is. And you just have so many people that just want to mess around. And I don't knock the people. Y'all do what y'all want to do. Do what you want to do. If that's what you like and that's what it is, do it. It just ain't my thing.
Right? Because last week you encountered a situation with the homie trying to, press up on you. And then he was like, well, shit, you wouldn't give me no play. How about your home
Right.
girl?
But like I
So,
said, it was an act. I at her. Go into her DM and handle your business, sir. I never said I was a matchmaker. That's the thing. So when I add her, click on her at her name, it will take you to her page. Handle your business.
Nah, he wasn't feeling that because he was like, ah, shit, you better than her anyway. Like, that shit, right there be crazy situation.
Child, you done came on stream with meat on the table. Boy, come on, boy, get your ass out the- I'm so sick of
Yeah,
meat.
that's nice. Not you sick
I
of
am
you.
so sick of meat.
Oh, oh, okay. Oh, well,
No,
that's
no,
your
I'm just
business. That's
saying.
your
This
business.
is what you come. This is what you receive. I said so. I supposed to just be like,
Oh,
oh, sure, yeah. Oh,
flash pics. The funny shit is a lot of times people mistaken me sometimes. Like my mama used to have this saying when, God rest her soul. Like she used to say, when she was pregnant with me, she was hoping for a girl like so bad
mm,
that I guess in certain ways like it. it became a thing for me. Like some people look at me and without a doubt, especially being a heavy set guy or whatever, you be sitting there and people are like, "Excuse me, ma'am," and I just sit there and I'll be laughing because you like, I, and then my name is Stedman, like. But I guess we live in a world where names are unisex now, so it don't matter what
Right.
you call yourself. But I know who I
Exactly.
am. So in situations, I'll get inboxes by dudes, and they be like, "Good morning, beautiful," or something like that, and I'd be like, "Nah, bro, this ain't what you think it is." And they be like, "Well, I just want to be in love with you so bad," and I'm still, you like in so many ways, I'm just saying, like, bruh, I'm a dude looking for a female, not that type of. And no disrespect to anybody. What you like is your preference. But because they just don't really know, like go through,
Yeah.
they just look at the photo. It gives them like, oh, that's a female, one way or another. So you just be like, some niggas is nasty out here.
I
Like they
mean, they
don't
off
care.
the
They don't
gate, like
discriminate.
off the gate, like, hey, good morning.
Guys, you want to see this picture? And
This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do to you.
And then sometimes, for the sake of being petty, a lot of times I'll play back just for the pettiness, and I'll Photoshop some shit. Like I go in the lab and be like, "Okay, that's what you want to hit a brother with." Then meet Big Dick Tony. Like we adults in this show, and you hit him back with that, and then you see how they. Oh wait, bro. So you know I'm a bro. Yes, I'm a bro. Like I ain't a shim. Like I ain't one of them chicks that didn't turn none of that. I'm straight born male completely. So I'm like, you have to just I have to let it be known, like, this ain't what you think it is over here.
Man, bro, I don't even know what your face look like.
And that's the first thing I want to wake up to.
And you want me to be what am I supposed to say? Like, oh yeah, sure, we can hang out. No. I open the door and I don't see them of me. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Then
Just
then I'm stuck
disrespectful, and
up.
you wonder why.
Then I'm stuck up
No,
and yeah. I said, well,
that's just
you can call it what you want to call it, but you know, Pat, send your picture to the next one. Cause I don't want uh-uh.
like, even on that type of spectrum, like clearly you bring nothing to the table in a relationship,
That part.
but that because a lot of times people ain't looking for that. Even as a male, if you look at a female and the first thing she's sending is titty pics or her private area pics, like ain't telling me much about you.
Mm-mm.
It just show me how
Oh,
easy
easy.
and
And that's
receptive
all
you
it
are to.
that's all it is. That's all. Okay, so you just want to lay up, sir. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know clean. You don't know what I got going on. I can be, yeah, you don't know. And you just, oh yeah, I want okay. No. Delete block.
Fucking around
Block.
and fucking with Juicy and Juicy had a cherry stem, your whole world gonna be
Oh
confused.
who? Oh
A
sorry.
cherry stem.
What is a chair stand? A Peter
Just
Walker.
let it sink in.
A Peter a Peter Walker. What is it? What is a chair?
I That's what I was talking about.
Oh Lord.
Damn.
Right. Then they gonna want to try
I
and
have the
kill
worst.
me. When you came to me
I don't know.
and sent me your meat through the mail.
We living in a new world. We living in
That's
a
what
new
I'm
world. I
saying.
don't.
Send me your meat through the mail. Now you mad at me. Cause I got meat too. I don't have meat, guys. That was, we was just talking about that, but I don't have
It's
meat.
right. No.
I'm
But
a
like,
whole
it just
woman.
show
I'm a woman.
you.
Born natural born woman. But yeah, it's definitely a thing, honey.
This is what you get when you hire people that you just know through social media. This is what you get.
Oh,
You
honey.
realize that they're Pisces. Don't be. I'm just playing. Nah, it's great chemistry. I better not get no phone calls after this show tonight like I did the last time we was on live, but that's for me to know and you not to
Wait a
find out.
minute, what you said?
Don't worry about it.
What happened? What had happened?
Not you opening your ears to receive nothing. See, that's what I get for
Oh, so
opening
you
my
holding
mouth. You
stuff
make
from
me a
me?
little too comfortable.
How
Nope,
you going?
ain't
This is
nothing
like a
hold.
marriage. We're partners. You don't hold anything from your partner. Okay, y'all see how you do? We talking about a whole teamwork partnership, and he come with the bullfoolery.
I'm just saying they like our chemistry. Is all I'm saying.
Withholding.
Let the court state that I was not. I will
You
not be
did.
withholding evidence for this trial.
You did.
Y'all see how her whole face and mood changed. See? That what
My
happened when you
whole
date
face did
Pisces.
what?
Your whole face changed. This what happened when you date Pisces.
I'm very expressive, so my face will tell you.
Moving on. What's the next article of discussion?
It's on you now.
What? It's on me. Shit. You doing the most, bro. Okay.
I don't know why I hear a song in my head. Where's Pisces season?
I
It's
don't
Pisces
know.
season. I'm sorry. It's just the kickoff for Pisces season. So maybe that's what you guys are getting. So you're gonna get that. I like the way we got a little blue on.
I feel like
It went, you know, I got a little pop out blue with your blue shirt, and we didn't even. It's not even planned.
I'm gonna start screening people before I hire people. Can't be doing this and have me.
What?
I'm supposed to. What
Yeah,
we
you
supposed
up
to be
here?
talking
What?
about? You see what I'm talking about? This is why I stated don't stay focused. He always putting attractive people up here on lives and don't know what to do with his work.
What I
episodes.
do?
You ain't did nothing. That's
Well,
the
what do
problem.
people say in the comments?
Okay. Well, we got Keisha Smooth in the building. She was just agreeing how in our last conversation she was saying how things can go vice versa. You know, with females and males. You know, in that dating pool situation.
Yep. It's definitely tough, but
Right.
I'm still an advocate for healthy marriages though. Even though, like I said, I am a divorcee, but I'm still, you know, rooting for a healthy marriage. And my forever. And me and my forever gonna be forever. And we gonna be happy and travel and all these good things. So I'm not, you know, it didn't deter me from that part. I will say that.
Awesome sauce. Damn, I had something to bring up. Oh, I know what it was. Because I was just saying, you know, for me, I'm at this point, if you can't accept me and my 7 wives, then we can't be watched. This somebody gonna say something. What is I know I said multiple times, huh? My old King
Right,
Solomon
because you
ass.
said something about that
Don't worry about
last week. So about these 7 wives,
Okay, what you wanna know?
how exactly does that work?
It worked because each one know their role.
Okay, they roll, but then um how do you separate as far as time goes?
Pencil man, you know what I'm saying? You got
And
7
intimacy.
wives, it's 7 days. 7 wives, 7 days a
So
week.
only
You
one
better
day a
learn your
week?
role from 7 to 7. You better get in where you fit in.
Get in where you fit in.
Okay, Keisha says, I know a lot of married people, and none of the marriages are healthy. They are just coexisting with the fear of being alone.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely,
true.
my dear. I
That's
agree with
true.
that. And she backing up on the 7 wives thing, saying commonly it's 5. Where you get 7 from? I don't know. It's just a thing. First of all, I just want to take. Please don't nobody take me serious. This is what happened when my brain is 70% fantasy.
I'm saying,
So me and
you
my
really
7
think you could put up with 7 wives?
hell
Oh,
no,
okay.
I am a pushover. They gonna rob the first wife getting everything before all the rest of them getting. Oh, okay. Continue.
Right, because child, please. Ooh, hun.
We know they ain't get. Ain't
But
nobody
yeah,
getting
definitely,
past you if
Keisha.
you ain't getting your.
I totally agree with what you're saying. They definitely stay, especially if it's kids involved. A lot of them stay for just the children. Um, and and then that's when they be having, they side pieces and side dudes, and it go on for years, and it's just a whole mess. And they really just
Ah, gee.
share space, share a household, and that's it. And then that's what the kids have to see. And then the kids grow up and have trouble with showing love and being affectionate and stuff because they don't see the affection and stuff in home. So um yeah, that's definitely what's going on. That's why I said I'm still uh uh praying for a healthy marriage and um one where we are both happy and enjoy one another, actually like one another and can sit with one another daily, um growing, exploring and living, traveling, all these different things. So yeah.
Right. Keisha says she's newly divorced, but she stayed 5 extra years for the fear of being alone.
Uh-huh. That was me. I was there. And I had, like I said, I have two children. So my kids, and I never wanted to be a single mother. I didn't have my kids until I was I was raised in a uh raised up culture, Church of God in Christ. So um a lot of my upbringing, a lot of my church background was how I maneuvered. So never, live with anyone. We didn't move in until we said I do, all of those things. So um had my kids, so I didn't want to be, I never wanted to picture myself as a single mother. We made these kids together, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna raise the kids by myself. So I'm sticking around, but then I had to get to a point where I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta choose me. I'm unhappy and been like this for a while.
I,
And I've tried and tried and tried, and all this stuff keep going and you know what I'm saying? So then I had to choose me. So I totally get it. And I was there and drowning while I was still making everybody else around me, still trying to be a part for my children and make everybody else happy. So still doing my wifely duties, still cooking and making sure your plate is in the microwave when you get home from work, all that stuff. Still did my part, but I had to choose me. So yeah.
Nunu, is you catching up from probably about 2 minutes ago of
Who
conversation?
me?
Because I feel like you trying to. Nah,
Oh.
Nunu over here in the comment section was over here trying to address putting those fantasy level of seven wives on the schedule and trying to address me. Let me try to calm me out. But only you can. See, I ain't finna get myself in trouble on this live. Going back to the subject, Keisha says, once you put once you put you first, it's no turning back. Standards and expectations change. I 1,000% agree with that.
Yep.
Things can change, people change, and I'm like this. I would rather if we know we unhappy, I don't feel like we should be going 20 years of just putting up with
Right.
each other in an unhappy. Like we just completely unhappiness to the point where we sleeping in other rooms
Mhm.
unhappy. We might well go ahead and turn in that documentation and we go out, just be free.
Yeah. One thing I will say, expectations bring disappointment. If we learn to drop expectations, because people are going to be themselves. So, and usually we expect ourselves from others. So if we drop the expectations and only focus on our requirements and we only tell people what we require, And people can decide whether or not they can give us what we require, opposed to expecting them to be who we, you know what I'm saying, what we need, what we want, and these different things. Because that's how we get disappointed. We're expecting a person to know, expecting a person to do this, expecting a person to react this way, expecting a person all these different things, and then we set ourselves up, and that's where the disappointment comes in.
I'm so guilty of that.
Yeah,
I'm guilty of that. If it come to a
yeah,
friendship, like
absolutely.
I'm guilty of,
It's just like being in the
you know
friendship,
what I'm
like being
saying?
in the friendship, and because I am this person in our friendship, and I go this way in our friendship, and I do this and I do that, so I expect you to do what I do. So I expect you to be this way and check on me like I check on you, and they don't do it.
Yep,
I'm expecting me from
it's
you
true.
when you are only who you are. That's not who you are. So then I'm setting myself up. Some of those things be self inflicted, and I disappoint. Honestly, I'm disappointing myself by expecting it from you.
Absolutely. Going to the comments real quick. Miss Nunu says, if we have honest and transparent conversations, it would go over better. And I agree with that. If we do just be
Mhm.
transparent. That's why they fail now because don't nobody even first of all know how to be real. And you know what I'm saying? Fake is the new real. And then Miss Keisha says, most time it's self disappointment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Suffering from
Confirmation. I just said that.
do that. Self-sabotaging where you going out and you don't expect too much out of a situation when you knew, like you already knew. For me, it's like you said, I'm so impacted, but like I could already predict how my day finna go. I already know how, and whoever I'm around, like I know who I can have certain open conversations with, and who just look at it and be like, "Yeah, I'll get back to you later." So, disappointment comes when you be like, I really needed you to be there and you wasn't there. And the whole while you was like, wait, I expected me out of them when it was like they were just being themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nunu goes on to say, that is true, Miss Juicy. Unreasonable expectations, then their scenarios created in our minds. That is where the disappointment comes in.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Go ahead, Miss Therapist. We got it going on right now. We reaching to the choir.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. It's true though.
I ain't did nothing.
You're so silly. It's definitely true. I'm gonna say I just let people be themselves. I just tell you what my requirements are. Well, this is what I need. This is what I need from my mate. This is what I need from my partner. This is what I need. You know what I'm saying? So either you can or can't. And I'm gonna have to be okay with it. I'm gonna have to accept that and be okay with it. And choose
Yeah,
whether or not I'm
indeed.
open to still dealing with you, or if I need to go ahead on and just make decision that I'm not gonna be able to deal with you because you can't give me what I need. It's simple. But we have to be open to doing it. Because sometimes we um with the expectations, we don't even say what our expectations are. We just automatically assume that they're supposed to know what our expectations are. And that's another thing that where we go
I'm
wrong.
also guilty of man, I'm telling you, hitting so many points that I can honestly say I'm guilty of. Which why for the past year I've I've been on this journey of isolation. I
Mhm.
had to go back and examine myself, examine where was I flawed in those
Yeah.
situations. Where did I up in my honesty chart in
Mhm.
conversations? You know what I'm saying? And once I was able to kind of get it all together and put myself in my own shoes and look and be like, damn, in that situation, it could have went a whole lot better had I been more openly honest with that person in a conversation where I totally just kind of, bounced back and was like, I would tell you, but I'm already, like you said, my mind is on. I'm assuming you should
Right.
already know what, but you ultimately never knew. So I'm guilty of that.
Yeah. And then we have to realize that everybody not on the same level all the way across the board emotionally. Like, I mean, it's a such thing as emotional maturity, like how to maneuver in situations and thought processes and even consideration. You know, if you haven't had to consider others, then you're not gonna be as considerate as I am because you've only had to look out for yourself. So for me to even expect for you to even think about me when you've always had to only think about yourself, it set myself up for, you know what I'm saying, repeated letdown. And then they just be like, "What are you talking about? Like, why you just didn't ask?" You're like, "Well, why you if I go by the store, Imma make sure I ask you, okay, I'm stopping by the store. Do you want something? Or do you know what I'm saying, you want something? Or if I know you here, like you and I scenario. You and I, I'm on the way to your house, right? Me being a person that has kids or has had, a family or whatever. So I'm not just gonna think about myself when I go in the store. So I'm stopping by the store. I already know what your snacks is, or if you drink a beer or something like that. So boom, I'm gonna grab your bill. I'm bringing it on to the house. You ain't even got to say nothing. I ain't even letting you know. I just walk in the door. I could bring you what I know what you like, right? But then if I'm a
Right.
person that don't have kids, don't have a spouse, I ain't ever had to look out for nobody else but myself. Then I'm gonna get what I like, and I'm gonna pull up what I like. So then when I get there, you're gonna be like, well, why you ain't call me and tell me you was stopping at the store to get, what I'm saying? I would have told you to bring me XYZ. You see what I'm saying? So then they looking like, well, you
Absolutely.
ain't say nothing. So then you expecting, we expecting them to do something out of that norm when they ain't used to having to think about somebody else or consider somebody else. They just go in and get their own little drink and go home.
And be done.
Yeah.
Moving Going back to the comments real quick, we got Miss Keisha saying, I don't go in being demanding, but I am open-minded. Sometimes people think they're out of our league, but they technically be the perfect fit, but are shield away from outer appearances. Man, I'm telling you, you said a mouthful with that. Like it do be though a lot of times it'd be a lot of those situations, you know what I'm saying? Even with me put myself on the forefront. You'd be like, sometimes you can let doubt and insecurities, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I know a certain person coming, I know if I'm in my like around the house clothes, I don't want to be seen in my around the house clothes when that person come on. You know what I'm saying? I want to get up, take me a shower, you know, make sure my locks are straight, oiled up, I'm good, smelling good, looking good. And that person might not even stay with 2 minutes and didn't even chance to see the outfit. But I'm just like, it's that
Right.
person because I'm so in my own head. So yeah, that's just that what I deal with.
Yeah.
Before you say something, let's get Miss Nunu really quick before we go in. And she says, I really want us as people to work on being the better version of ourselves before getting in a
Mhm.
relationship. In the initial phase of getting acquainted, we should ask these things. The problem is we do not.
Mhm. Definitely,
Nope.
definitely. Conversation are definitely important before jumping into things while dating. Wow, I mean, we have to cover everything. Well, how are you when it comes to this? And how are you when it comes to the house? I mean, all the way down to the upkeep of the house. You know what I'm saying? How are you if dishes are in the sink? I mean, little knickknacks, because if you get with somebody and it's, small things become big things. So it's very important to talk about everything beforehand because you won't know how different you guys think without the conversation. Cause then you been like got in over your head, and then y'all got all this little stuff, and then you find yourself in a bad spot, and you don't know how you got here. You like, what in the world? I thought we was good.
Absolutely. A good one of my best friends had to give me a conversation one time when I was trying to pursue this girl that I liked it, And I was like, man, when I get some money, I'm gonna go buy this expensive bottle. I'm gonna go do. And my friend was like, hold on, let me stop you right there. Say, I'm gonna tell you where you go wrong at when you take these approaches. And say, what's that? She said, she goes on to tell me, she's like, you want to go, which I did at the time. Like, I'm looking up these 5-star restaurants where all the meals say $100 a plate, $60 a plate, or
Mm,
whatever. I'm up there, I'm trying to get the most expensive bottle on the shelf, all that, and you do realize you're on a fixed income, and once you pay your bills, you ain't got that kind
mm-mm,
of money to be taking somebody out like that. And then also saying when we talk about building certain expectations that lead to disappointment, it's like you're gonna open a door and that person gonna expect that from you
all the
all the
time.
time. And it's gonna come a time you ain't gonna be able to
Mhm,
do that, and they're gonna be like, oh, you fake, you lied to me, you
right.
played me.
Yep,
So
yep, true. And then, and then sometimes you will the wrong people in too by doing stuff like that because then if they're the type that want the high end things and they like, oh yeah, I done hit the jackpot. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know what I'm saying? Then so that's what they looking for. And then it's not, not something that you can keep up. Then there's that issue too.
absolutely.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope we addressed all your relationship advice because this was a very well put together topic. You know what I'm saying? Juicy definitely like to bring the big fuss to the Who They Want network. And I feel like we should cover everything. I feel like I was revealing a little too much about myself,
We both
but
did.
I guess that's what you're supposed to
And
do.
our audience as well. Thanks, Miss Keisha, Miss Nu
Exactly.
and Nunu and everybody else. We appreciate you guys for chiming in tonight.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
thank you for having me, like
What we
always.
So what we doing next? I don't know if I can catch you before your birthday come up. I feel like I might can still get you. I ain't gonna say you that you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we doing?
When I
Are we
commit
coming?
to something,
Give
when
the
I
people
commit
what
to
they
something, I
want.
commit, honey. My birthday is Friday. So Wednesday, if I gotta be in here turning up, just know we're gonna be in here taking a shot or two or three. Because it's the birthday. So you just let the people know that it's Miss Juice's birthday. So it's birthday.
I dig it. I dig it. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know live with DJ Steady. We'll definitely be back for the next episode. Whatever's on my content schedule, I will fulfill. I want to thank my listeners. I want to thank my viewers. I want to thank the supporters. I want to thank those that don't support. Y'all know that's my motto. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate every share, like, and support that I get. Shout out to again Miss Keisha and Miss Nunu for dropping some feedback. We love you and appreciate you.
Definitely.
And we'll catch you guys back on the next time DJ Steady and Juicy Big Fuss link up. Till then, be
Good
blessed.
night.